If Justin Bieber hates the fame so much, why does he keep performing? I see so much on the internet about how he hates the fame, how it has scarred him, and how he just wants to be a regular dude. And then a few months later he's going on world tours, promoting albums and writing new music. Do you think it's just for the money or an addiction to the adulation? Because if it's purely financial, I'm sure with his level of fame and money he could easily just get someone to invest his cash and churn a profit like Ashton Kutcher. And if it's purely for the love of music, surely he could just become a behind-the-scenes producer similar to Bruno Mars or Pharrell. It kinda seems counterintuitive. He signed contracts. He can't stop now. It might be because he knows he will always be Justin Bieber. It doesn't matter if he keeps performing or not. People will always know he is Justin Bieber. He was an incredibly big artist. If he stopped performing, people wouldn't suddenly stop approaching him in public. Mean opinion, but he probably can't do anything else, especially now. I'd reckon there are some contractual obligations. Also, the kid was pimped out by every adult figure since he was 12. Or something. He's bound to be fucked up in his thinking. Crazy idea. An artist loves their chosen art form. They love creating it. They love sharing, performing and showcasing it, but they want to be left alone when they are not performing. It's not that hard to understand, is it? Maybe he loves the feeling of singing songs people love on stage but hates everything that comes along with it. Doesn't seem to be an unfamiliar tale in music. IMHO. He's probably trapped in a contract, and let's just face it, he's been doing it since he was 14. It's all he knows how to do, and no other job is going to be able to sustain the lifestyle to which he has grown accustomed to. Maybe he could make that kind of money by falling back on his recreational weed brand, but he'd still need money to grow that business too. Because he might still like performing for fans. I usually don't feel bad for rich celebs, but he can't go anywhere like a normal person without paparazzi going wild and people surrounding him. Like U Department Natural said, it's because of contracts. Also, if he did just stop, it would take years before his fame dropped. Which I doubt it would. Even if he tried. Plus, I'm sure he has a lot of family members and people who make money off of him that push him to keep performing so they get paid as well. A man's gotta eat, Julian. It's his marketing team. Focus groups have indicated that they are more likely to buy his albums if he's a down-to-earth guy who doesn't want to be famous. So they pitch him different lifestyle decisions that he can make to cultivate that image persona. Then they rake in the Benjamins. Money. He's contractually obligated. The money is cool. And it's not like he's going to be less famous if he doesn't. For the same reason people that hate work go to work every day. Dude needs money and to maintain lifestyle, same reason people go to work every day. Pretty simple. He loves the attention when he wants it and on stage. He hates when he's not. It's not that hard to understand. I hate when my family demands that I fix their computer. But I love being a programmer. Doctors hate looking at rashes at a party. Probably has contracts he still has to fulfill. Some of them are brutal and you sign for like 3 albums. But also, when you're famous, you're famous. But also, he seems to be a bit of a douche. So it is what it is. He probably likes what he does. He just doesn't like the fame that comes with it. I like my job, but I hate management and dislike most of my coworkers. Life is give and take that way. He's also fairly young and probably not ready to retire. Maybe he enjoys creating music and performing and only has an issue with the intrusive attention that comes with it. I don't think a celebrity should have to quit doing what they love. Maybe the paps need to back off and give him some space. Performing is probably the only fun part. Don't forget that there are a lot of people who work for him that need their jobs and paycheck. That may be part of the reason as well. That level of fame is not reversible. He probably feels he might as well try to make the most of it and at least continue creating his art. I feel for him. It was probably legit traumatic to be obsessed over by strangers like that when he was so young. He gets paid millions a year to sing songs. He likes performing. Bills. Status. Contracts. What if he really does enjoy music and performing, but would like to have a more normal life when not at work? Have you ever been even slightly famous, well known? In effect, I have. My experience is the smallest of slivers of what I'm sure he has experienced. And it still sucked and was uncomfortable. But you still have to continue living your life. He's a musician. He likes music and likes to perform. And he is damn good at it. He hates the fame that comes when he is off stage. Can't go to the grocery store, the movies, etc. Can't live any semblance of a normal life. That's no reason to stop the one thing bringing him joy. Most of us do things we dislike for money. Everyone has to eat. I'd sure as hell rather make 7 figures doing something I don't like rather than pennies by comparison. There are millions of reasons why. It's his livelihood. Money is a hell of a drug. Dollar bills, yo. The problem with being a musician is you can't bring yourself to stop. There's just something so intensely satisfying about creating art and sharing it with the world. Even as a shy, terrified individual, I jump at every chance to play live. To answer your point about being a behind-the-scenes producer, that's a different skill set, one that he may not have, or may not enjoy as much as singing. It's also more technical and precise. So many people don't find it as liberating as other forms of musical expression. I enjoy it, but it's very different. Same similar reason anybody else stays at a job they hate. Money bag flying money dollar note. Because he can't stop being Justin Bieber. He is an internationally known figure, and him being a high-profile celebrity would absolutely have a massive effect on his employability at any normal job. Because he loves performing. Imagine you love something and get paid millions of dollars to do it. But you can't even go get a beer after work because you'd get mobbed. People are allowed to complain about their job. Loves money more than he hates fame. This question is: because he loves making music? Because he likes money more than he hates fame? Because he hit the lottery when he got famous and he wants to keep cashing in that winning ticket for the money it garners? Because his love for money is more important than his hatred of fame. People are saying he couldn't really get away from it, which isn't true. If he wanted to, he could move to a quiet area away from the US and release music under a different name. Of course, people would still recognize him, but the majority of his fame is with Gen Y. They'd mostly leave him be at their age 5-10 years out of the limelight, and he'd be living a normal life. I think the main reason is that he's in the scene. It's his life. He may hate the fame, but the money, his connections, friends, etc., probably outweigh that. Empathy for his fans, hands clapping, hands clapping, hands clapping. Same reason I go to work every day even though I hate my job. Let me ask you a question. Do you hate your job? If you do, then why don't you quit? If you hate your office job so much, why do you keep going? His lifestyle requires it. Reptilians have high maintenance, expensive lifestyles, security, large private mansions,